Please stand for the entrance of the Oklahoma State University spring and summer degree candidates from the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources and the College of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the entrance of the platform party.
Please join me in thanking the OSU Pipes and Drums, led by Major William Tetrick. Thank you. Good evening. I'm Bern Sargas, president of Oklahoma State University, and I would like to welcome you to OSU's 135th commencement ceremony. I'd ask that you remain standing and join in the singing of our national anthem, to be led by Grant Harper, a music education major, accompanied by the OSU Brass Quintet, and followed by our state song.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat, it sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night, my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch the hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. So when we say, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma State.
Thanks, Grant. Please be seated. I would first like to recognize the members of the OSU Emeriti Association who greeted you as you entered today with the printed programs. The Emeriti Association are our retired faculty who continue to serve OSU. Let's thank them now. And it's my distinct pleasure to introduce the members of the OSU A&M Board of Regents who are with us today. I invite them to stand, and as I call their names, and we will applaud them as a group. First, from Stillwater, Oklahoma, our chair, Lou Watkins. You're not following instructions. From Norman, Oklahoma, Vice Chair Doug Burns. From Edmond, Gerald Callahan. From Guthrie, Rick Davis. And here for all four ceremonies today from Elk City, Joe Hall. Let's thank them. Now I'd like to introduce the members of the OSU administration who are here. I invite them to stand and we will applaud them as a group. First, our Senior Vice President General Counsel, Gary Clark. Our Vice President of Institutional Diversity, Jason Kirksey. Our Vice President for Research, Kenneth Sewell. Our Vice Provost, Pam Fry. The Dean of the Honors College, Keith Garbett. And the Dean of the Libraries, Sheila Johnson. Let's thank them for being with us. I now ask our Board Chair, Lou Watkins, to bring greetings to our degree candidates, followed by greetings from our Faculty Council Chair, Carol Jones, and our immediate past President of the Student Government Association, Dylan Johnson. Regent Watkins.
Thank you, President Hargis. Thank you so much. Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and especially those of you who are graduating today. This is a real treat for us to share this evening with you. On behalf of the Board of Regents, I heartily congratulate you in this Orange Letter Day for you. It's a pleasure for us to have an opportunity this evening to hear from Pish Patel, who received an OSU degree in elementary education. Yes, he is an entrepreneur who founded his company Digital Tutors in his living room and then grew it into a world leader of online training, educating over 1.5 million students around the globe. Thank you, Mr. Patel, for being here today, and we look forward to hearing your remarks. For many of us at this event this evening, OSU has played a tremendous role in both our careers and in our personal lives. So to all of the people that have had a role in that, students, let's thank the faculty and the staff that have made this such a wonderful experience for us. So graduates, this is for you. I have 3 things that I hope that you'll remember. One is that I hope, if you haven't already, that you'll join the Alumni Association and stay connected. I hope that you'll come back as often as you can. Secondly, I hope that you'll start a scholarship fund as soon as you can. I hope that you make millions and millions of dollars and that you give millions and millions of dollars back to OSU. But in case you don't make millions and millions of dollars, I hope that you'll give back what you can. You can't believe how quickly you can endow a scholarship through the OSU Foundation, and it will be here, a legacy that you will leave here forever and ever. Finally, regardless of your degree today, each of you is wearing the same medallion around your necks. And the triangle on it symbolizes the degree that you have from this land-grant college. We have an added mission as a land-grant graduate. More than accumulating knowledge, more than research and the discovery of new knowledge even, the land-grant degree includes a commitment to a life of service in which you intentionally use your knowledge and your talents to create a better world. And I pray that that mission of service is prominent in your years ahead. We're proud of you. On behalf of the Board of Regents, congratulations, and come back often. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good evening. On behalf of your Oklahoma State University faculty, it's a pleasure to welcome family and friends to our campus, and it's an honor, true honor, to congratulate our graduates tonight. What's a special day for you and for the people around you who've gone through this journey with you. We sincerely thank you. Thank you for allowing us to travel this part of your journey with you. Families, thank you for sharing your graduate with us. It's an extreme privilege to serve this state of Oklahoma by walking beside these young people and these students and guide them along their way through their journey and into their careers and their future. As you come into Stillwater from the west on Highway 51, there's a sign that says, "Where Oklahoma Began." Well, I'd like to change those words a little today to say, Oklahoma State University, where your story began. Your story includes all of the friends you've made here, the new experiences you've had, the knowledge you've gained, and the dreams you've dreamt. And your story certainly doesn't end when you cross this stage today. You'll go places and do things of which we've never even dreamt. How exciting is that? Know that you've left a mark on this campus. A little bit of each of you stays here with your campus. And hopefully a little bit of each of your professors, your advisors, and your mentors goes with you as you continue along writing your story. We would love to know what you do when you leave this campus. Please be sure to keep in touch when you come back to campus with your friends and family, and of course that next generation of little cowboys and cowgirls, to show them where your story started. Be sure and look us up. The pride we feel as you go forth is not small, and we want to celebrate your story with you. Now, graduates, tomorrow is Mother's Day. You got your cards and your presents and flowers already? As a cowboy mom myself, I cannot think of a better Mother's Day present than to see your child walk across this stage and get their degree from Oklahoma State University. Yeah. I don't know about you moms, but it made me feel like someplace along the way, maybe I did just a little something right. Graduates, whether you're able to hug your mom tomorrow or not, please know that wherever she is, she's very, very proud of you, and so are we. Celebrate your success today with your family and your friends.
Travel safely as you head home and to your next place along in your story. Always remember, you have a cowboy nation that loves you, supports you, and wants nothing but the very best for you. And today, tomorrow, and from now on, anytime you think about today and the pride you felt as you walk across this stage, hold those pistols a little bit higher and say, "Go Pokes."
Good evening, fellow graduates, students, faculty, staff, administration, families, and guests. Thank you all for being here to share in this special day. I'm honored to be speaking to you today, and I know that I wouldn't be here without the love and support of my family sitting right up there. I love you guys. And I'll tell you, this is the fourth speech that I've given today. I've spoken at every graduation. When people have asked me, why is Kasner and education the last graduation of the day, I say it's because they decided to save the best for last. Right. There is no doubt that college is a time of great change. I have noticed an incredible amount of growth in myself and those around me over the last 4 years, many of those being friends sitting in this room right now. Our time at OSU has shaped our priorities, our values, and the way we see the world. But this is also a time of great change in the world around us. I'd never really thought about this until I was taking a late night walk across campus the other day and realized just how much campus has changed in the 4 years we've been here. There's been new buildings go up, old buildings go down, and there's a lot of places on campus that if we were to go back, our freshman selves wouldn't recognize. Stillwater has changed too. This class here has seen a place on Washington Street go from a hot dog restaurant to a donut shop to a Mexican restaurant in just 3 years. What was once a small regional airport on the edge of town can now get you anywhere you want to go in the world. And finally, whenever we started here 4 years ago, there were no chicken strip restaurants, and now they're about to have 3. So. In no area, though, have we seen greater change than the makeup of the people around us. New professors that came to OSU and old favorites have left. When we were the youngest students on campus, starting our freshman year, we really didn't know anybody. As the years went on, we drew closer not only to those in our class, but to those students older than us and the classes immediately below us. Now that we're on our way out and there are 3 full classes below us, I find that walking across campus, I recognize fewer and fewer faces, and it appears that the student body was becoming once again unfamiliar. At first, these realizations made me sad. It was disappointing to me that no other class would experience what we have in the way we have. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that this is what makes this a special time in our lives, makes this such a special place. These 4 years have been ours. No class before us has had an Oklahoma State experience like us, and no class that follows will have one like us either. We made it through this together. We were able to carry these unique memories on with us long after we walk across this stage. However, we will always share a common bond with those graduates that came before us, many of them in the room right now, and all the graduates that come after us. And those are the degrees that you're about to receive when you walk across the stage. Congratulations to my fellow members of the class of 2017. I wish you the best luck in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Lou and Carol and Dylan. We appreciate your words. I'd also like to recognize Dr. Mindy McCann, the Faculty Council Vice Chair and incoming Chair, who served as the university's flag marshal today. She did a great job. Thank you, Mindy. We now move to an important part of our program this evening, the introduction of our keynote speaker. We're absolutely delighted to have Peesh Patel with us today. Peesh began his higher education pursuit in the field of elementary education, intent on sharing his love of learning and enthusiasm for math and science. But while a student at OSU, Peesh developed the I Wonder Fair. This amazing event attracted more than 5,000 elementary students from all over the state of Oklahoma, where they learned the wonders of science. Peesh's entrepreneurial spirit started early and has continued to grow and flourish. His company, Digital Tutors, is the leader throughout the world in online training education for 1.5 million people. His current adventure takes him to Napa, California, where he and his wife own a winery. But the significant part of the adventure is that every bottle of wine sold provides a contribution to Oklahoma nonprofit organizations, like OSU, for example. The first time I was in Pisha's office, I was looking at a commercial they had done with Pixar of a Lexus going through the mountains. And Pisha said, you know, none of that's real. We did it all digitally. It's all virtual. And this company is an absolute example of where we are in the digital revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a real digital disruptor, Pisha Patel.
Very kind, thank you. Well, I am truly honored to be here today as a fellow Oklahoma State Cowboy. Burns, I am humbled that you would even call me. And when the president calls your cell phone while you're on spring break, you answer that call. Ladies and gentlemen, if you bear with me for the next 10 minutes, I promise I'll change at least one of your lives, and I might inspire one or two others. And looking at the number of people in the room, those are pretty good odds. Today, we're going to talk about Success Network, Daydreamers, and Trajectory. Like many of you, I did not win the genetic lottery. I'm short, brown, and balding. My parents came to the United States from England in 1978, and they worked 7 days a week, believe it or not, until just about a month ago. They have worked 7 days a week. And most of that time was to put food on the table. They couldn't make my parent-teacher conferences, my games, my performances. They were focused on helping us eat. Both my parents never finished high school. They went straight to work in factories in England. So you can only imagine trying to get help on my AP Calculus in high school was a little bit challenging. Come to think of it, it's probably challenging for all of us parents right now, right? I remember my mother would put dinner on the table, and then I'd watch her grab a bowl of cereal, and I'd always wonder why, and it was because we'd run out of food. So I saw the sacrifices that my parents made for my brother and I, but they did give me an amazing gift, and that gift was the gift of manual labor. See, my parents owned a motel, which meant nights, weekends, and summers, starting at the age of 12, it was manual labor. And it did not take me long to figure out, I don't want to do this. My mother would tell me, if I don't get an education, I'm more than welcome to come home and clean bathrooms anytime. Let me tell you, she changed the trajectory of my life. I enrolled in OSU, and if you haven't figured it out by now, I'm Asian, which means my parents wanted me to be either an engineer, lawyer, or doctor. I think today IT would have been acceptable too. So I started off as an electrical engineering major, and I realized my junior year that my real calling was education. I wanted to change other people's lives and give them the gift that I was given. I'm the first of my family to graduate. My younger brother has graduated. My wife, Lisa, of 18 years, also my 8th grade pen pal. Yeah. She's also the first in her family to graduate, and from OSU as well. So we're very proud to be Cowboys. I've spent my whole career teaching and giving the gift of learning, oftentimes to complete strangers. From starting off as a middle school science teacher, a tenured college instructor, to starting an online company teaching people how to make movies and video games. With really, it's amazing to have 1.5 million students all over the world whose trajectories in life are completely changed. Now, I didn't graduate on my own, and neither are you. You've had a success network. A success network is a network of people who are often in the shadows and anonymously have helped you reach your goals today. Your parents who've encouraged you and supported you, the teachers who've poured their passions into you, the administrators who've silently cheered you on, your roommates who've put up with you, your RAs, bookstore staff, food service TAs, custodians, just to name a few of the people who work really hard, often without a thank you. As a former teacher, I can tell you, you are surrounded by people who care a lot about you. Let's give them a huge round of applause for changing your trajectory. Now, my last name is Patel, which most people think means motel. Yes, a lot of Patels own motels, and yes, my parents own a motel, which makes this very difficult to say, but Patel really means landowner and farmer. My great-great-great-grandfather started a farm in India, and it has been in our family ever since, growing rice, sugarcane, and mangoes. And growing up in El Reno, Oklahoma, I have been around farming pretty much my whole life. But it wasn't until my wife and I bought a winery in Napa that I really realized how hard it is to farm. There's a lot of work that goes into putting food on American family tables. And so those of you graduating today from the College of Agriculture, thank you for making that your life's work. For the future teachers that are graduating today, I have a specific message for you. As you enter the world of teaching, you're going to have students that are a bit odd, that they dance to a different beat in their own head, and they may not conform to the sit in your desk and follow along typical classroom management theory. I was one of those kids. I was a daydreamer. I would daydream of owning exotic cars, creating companies, inventing cool things, and one day being a great teacher. I had a number of teachers who pushed me back into conformity. They told my parents I wouldn't amount to much and that I would need to be in remedial classes. Teachers who didn't feel I fit the mold, so I wasn't valuable. If they didn't see in me, then what would I see in myself? I owe who I've become today to the teachers who told me one day I would go change the world. The teachers who said I am valuable and needed. There are a lot of administrators and teachers here at OSU that said to me personally, one day you're going to make a real difference. They allowed me to fill the Willard lawn with 5,000 fifth graders and create the I Wonder Fair. I would have said no, right? I had no idea what they saw in me, but I started to believe it. And now it's your job. You hold the real power in your words, your hugs, and your smiles. One day, one of your students will change the world, and you will have a key role in their development. My final thoughts to all of you is to not follow your passions. You're going to hear this all the time. Do what you love. Follow your passion. It's really hard to pay the bills with love and passion, right? Instead, I want you to think of it differently. I want you to be passionate about solving a problem. Work is based on providing a solution that is valuable to someone, so they'll exchange their money for your time and skill. As you enter the workforce, find areas that are valuable and then become passionate about solving them. For me, I realized there was an entire group of people who would pay me to teach them how to make movies and video games. So I used my education and all of my passion and all in to solve that problem. Today, it's a global company that my wife and I sold a few years ago. So you've heard me talk about trajectory a few times and how, just like that, someone's trajectory could be altered. Danielle Foster, will you please stand? All right, in the back. 7 minutes ago, I was a total stranger to you, and we have yet to meet. I've been told that you're an outstanding student and you're an incredible hard worker. If I can change your trajectory, you can change the trajectory of hundreds of kids. Danielle, my wife and I would like to pay off all of your student loans so you can start your career with no constraints. Thank you. You never know, right? You come to a graduation and you walk out debt-free, huh? Life's lotteries, right? Life's lotteries. Graduates, whose life trajectory will you change? Because all you got to do is one, right? You just got to commit to one. Please go out, make us proud on behalf of all of the strangers and your loved ones who have changed your life. You are now an Oklahoma State Cowboy.
And now, Danielle, since you have no debt, maybe you can give some money to OSU. Thank you, Pete. That was fantastic. I really appreciate it. We are very proud to recognize the accomplishments of graduating seniors who are here today receiving their respective honors degrees, and they are very difficult. It requires 39 hours of honors classes, a 3.5 GPA, and an honors thesis. The OSU confers an honors hood on these students to recognize their outstanding academic accomplishments. Would all of our honors graduates please stand? Congratulations. In recognition of outstanding scholastic achievement, it's now our pleasure to recognize the newest members of the OSU chapter of Phi Kappa Phi, who are wearing the distinctive Phi Kappa Phi cords. This is an honorary scholastic fraternity that is reserved for the top 10% of their class. Would members of Phi Kappa Phi please stand? We also have a Phi Beta Kappa chapter at Oklahoma State University. Only 10% of the universities in the United States have Phi Beta Kappa chapters. It's actually usually reserved for arts and science majors, which we don't have here tonight, but we may have a double major. Are there any Phi Beta Kappa members here tonight? Well, sorry about that. Among the graduates today, we are privileged to have individuals who have spent long hours training in our reserve officer training programs. These individuals represent the future of the United States military. For this ceremony, will the newly commissioned second lieutenants please stand and be recognized? Thank you for pledging your service to our country. Before we present the candidates for degrees, I would like to ask you to join me in recognizing a very special group that Regent Watkins mentioned, and without whose help none of us would be here. Would the faculty of Oklahoma State University please stand and be recognized? We thank each of you for the guidance and wisdom that you've provided our graduates. There's one additional group that I would like to recognize and honor today. Would all the mothers in the audience please stand? Happy Mother's Day. Before we begin the recognition of the degree candidates, we have a special presentation. I ask that Vice President Tom Kuhn please come forward for this presentation.
Thank you, President Hargis. It is my honor to make this presentation to Lissa and Miller Steadley, parents of Andrew Steadley. Andrew is receiving a posthumous Bachelor of Science degree in agribusiness. Prior to his untimely death earlier this year, Andrew was on track to complete all degree requirements and would have graduated this semester. Andrew Steadley was an agribusiness senior from Bixby, Oklahoma. He had a real passion for his academic efforts, motivated by his determination to help feed the world. He had innovative ideas about that mission and enjoyed discussing his ideas with fellow classmates a lot, faculty, and university administrators. He sought out discussions with people to learn about hydroponics and urban farming systems and other innovative endeavors. He was a good student, driven to make the world better. Andrew was well known on the OSU campus. He was active in the Student Government Association throughout his college career, both at Tulsa Community College and here at OSU. Here he served as liaison to the Board of Regents and then was elected to the Student Senate, representing the off-campus Student Association. He served as chairman of the Committee on Student Organizations last year. Andrew's generous attitude towards serving students, especially those who felt marginalized, made him an effective and charismatic leader. Andrew Steadley was an inspiration to everyone who knew him at Oklahoma State. Through his unique spirit and zest for life, he changed the world.
If you'd known Andrew, you'd never forget him. At this time, we'd like to begin the recognition of our degree candidates by college. As you know, during this evening, we are recognizing the candidates from the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources and the College of Education. I want to advise that we have professional photographers taking pictures of each candidate during the ceremonies, in fact, several of them. At the conclusion of the program, the students will recess to the South Plaza, that's that direction, of Boone Pickens Stadium, where we will invite you to join your graduate platforms that have been set up so you may take as many pictures as you like. We do respectfully ask that you not come on the arena floor. Please remember that the last candidate across the stage is every bit as important as the first. Members of our Board of Regents will join me in congratulating all the students this evening, and the deans will assist with their college. Students, we ask that once you've completed your graduation walk, to please return to your seat and remain there till the end of the program. I'm pleased to tell you that you're going to receive a beautiful watercolor painting of the Edmund Lowe Library Tower done by our OSU Professor of Architecture, Mo Bilbisi. Each college has selected an outstanding student to lead their college processional and be on the stage with the dean. These students and their respective deans will be introduced at the beginning of the walk. I would now like to introduce the Dean of the College of Education, John Romans. He will be assisted in congratulating our candidates by Bob Davis, the Associate Dean. The college's gonfalon was carried by Addison Freiner. Addison is from Tulsa and is a candidate for a bachelor's degree in elementary education.
Addison Catherine Freiner.
Justin D. Stanky.
Brianna Williams.
Taylor Christian Throne.
Tyler Ray Kilmer.
Kevin James Toddhunter.
Yamang Song.
William Christopher Weir.
Jared Card.
Mallory Gray Ganaway.
Edward Albert Clamara.
Michael Brooks Victor.
Kyle Kretschmer.
Alex Olstein Erickson.
Bailey K. Javelis.
Sarah Ann Salter.
Mallory Taylor Thompson.
Lauren Elise Schrader.
Ashley Nicole Lagasse.
Bailey D. Gary.
Jacob Ryan Watkins.
Tia Cheyenne Wisdom.
Savannah Rose Soria Calderon.
Manuel Ben Charles Rubio.
Kylie Brianna McClendon.
Lauren Grace Thomas.
Caitlin Beth Locker.
Bethany C. McIntyre.
Darian Vaughn Pleasant.
Bram Taylor Grant Abbott II.
Rachel Nicole McQuagan.
Caleb Phillips.
Haley Leanne Lindberg.
Michaela Ray McDaniel.
Caitlin Carlisle Bell.
Chase Foster Ely.
Bailey Hagler.
Vincent Taylor.
Bailey Rianne Huckabee.
Megan Elizabeth Pridgeon.
Jessica Renee Brandt.
Rachel Carolyn Campbell.
Lauren Ashley Nelson.
Margaret Rose Harrell.
Samantha Michelle Wood.
Dominic Javon Allen.
Ashton Bailey Porch.
Heath Vernon Pepper.
Cody Tate Selby.
Ezekiel Madrigal.
Jedediah Levi Boggs.
Jessica Elizabeth James.
Johanna Christine Elie.
Alyssa Grace Klein.
Benjamin Aaron Titus.
William Michael Bowie.
Carly Diane Altmans.
Lori Elizabeth Davis.
Ariel Diane Smith.
Reese Devin Alger.
Michelle Kathleen Arsenault.
Zachary James Short.
Sarah Ann Roberts.
Austin Slate Admire.
Emily Parker Kilgo.
Nicholas John Christian.
Miranda K. Uranga.
Hannah Ruth Harris.
Brenna Neely.
Emily Ann Bond.
Rachel Ann House.
Audrey Mary Sue Harwell.
Morgan Ray Fowler.
Lauren Jolie Petty.
Shelby Lynn Knight.
Gabriella Bear.
Brittany Wynn Dow.
Haley Ann Lyon.
Austin Michael Smith.
Madison Marie Shipman.
Christian Taylor Allen.
Shayna Marie Walsh.
Taylor Jean Sparks.
Taylor Olivia Newman.
Derek Everett Dowell.
Jenna Marie Will.
Elena Shea Cisneros.
Madison Haley Wright.
Kelsey Marie Ashwood.
Madison Paige Hayes.
Tara Irene Butler.
Catherine Nicole Hirsch.
Caitlin Deason.
Abigail Christine Hake.
Benjamin Dale James.
Catherine May Klontz.
Catherine Marie Kolar.
Anna Kathleen Fowler.
Shelby Kate Gamble.
Jerica Don Herbert.
Peyton Kai Van Meter.
Rayanne Elizabeth Bokey.
Carly Nicole Willicke.
Lauren Suzanne Redditt.
Carly Danielle Ambrose.
Catherine Marie Bergstrom.
Alexandra Jane Hassan.
Elizabeth Emily Gates Lopez.
Katie Michelle Flom.
Caitlin Ann Donahue.
Sarah Elizabeth Kafer.
Mackenzie Ray Steffen.
Martha Elizabeth Girasol.
Emily Suzanne Stevens.
Sarah Kerlin Steele.
Michaela Sue Gorell.
Kale Jonathan Griner.
Sarah Grace Booker.
Eric James Hassong.
Audrey Lee Frank.
Weston Samuel Wilborn.
Mackenzie Joe Bothwell.
Christopher George Szynski.
Heather Nicole Moore.
Matthew Connor Stockton.
Kayla Danielle Bacon.
Timothy Campbell.
Marlena Jean Gastineau.
Justin Knight.
Abby Renee Dickerson.
Heather Nicole Ross.
Darcy Faith Parker.
Hannah Michelle Hunter.
Brooke Lauren Eubanks.
Alexandra Elizabeth Akins.
Catherine Elaine Lewis.
David Anthony Gibbons.
Sayer Delaney Ogle.
Emily Rachel Brown.
Sarah E. Wise.
Ashley Nicole Brewer.
Anna Patricia Espinoza.
Macy Delaney Gleason.
December Lillian Mullen.
Caitlin Nicole Snyder.
Ashley Danae Dobbensbeck.
Danielle Lynn Foster.
Ashley Camille Barker.
Joshua Dean Keegan.
Ariel Elaine Adams.
Natalie Grace Nemechek.
Sierra Alexis Freeman.
Morgan Laree Salmon.
Caitlin Elizabeth Bushman.
Caitlin Elizabeth Casillas.
Emily Catherine Williams.
Carly Christine Wheeler.
J. William Jerkison.
Alexandria Julia Adams.
Sally Ann Jackson.
Rebecca Kais Gartman.
Jillian Nicole Yates.
Madeline Faith Scott.
Alexandra Anker.
Jared Adam Moore.
Mackenzie Peyton King.
Kelsey Nicole Townsend.
Sierra Haynes.
Amber Nicole LaFerrier.
Logan Taylor Whitson.
Sarah Kathleen Alleman.
Kirsty Lindsay Bushyhead.
Kristen Lakota Barnes.
Hannah Danielle Hughes.
Maggie Marie McMurray.
Simone Fields.
Savannah Farrell Stout.
Sama Bashir.
Lily K. Higgins.
Sierra Stephenson.
Brianna Marie Lincolnheld.
Mariana Deloria.
Kaylee Danielle Goodson.
Mariana Deloria.
Allison Elizabeth Lowe.
Rachel Marie Graham.
Haley Michelle French.
Matthew James Grover.
Brianne Noel Dyer.
Wilson Chase Camp.
Jacob Didlake.
Blaine Campbell Lindley.
Reed Scudder.
Shelby T. Ryder.
Nicholas Ryan Crow.
Bailey Donovan.
Derek Ewing.
Brandon Nicholas Wilson.
Matthew Neal Chamberlain.
Mike Moore.
Shelby Nicole Neal.
Jordan Nicole Jensen.
Catherine Elizabeth McCart.
Andrew K. Edgeler.
John Paul Barker.
Reed Williams Anderson.
Kira Noel Lang.
Harrison Keeves Stegman.
Caitlin Graham.
Rachel Elizabeth Earnhardt.
Brandon Dean Russell.
Mackenzie Lane Odom.
Jarrett Joseph Salas Roberto.
Brian Garrett Denton.
Lucy Marcella McClone.
Martin Eduardo Gamera.
Adam Christopher Berman.
Daniel Stephen Troxel.
Kristen Danielle Caskey.
Brett Wardlaw.
Christian James Spear.
Andrew Clayton Wood.
Evan Christopher Bird.
Samuel James Johnstone.
Savannah Rose Nelson.
Heather Lee Ann Weddell Schooling.
Christopher Thomas Wellen.
Catherine Lee Nipper.
Crystal Gail McCathern.
Taryn Lee Smith.
Amber Dawn Pershika. Colin Ray Nail. Jessica Brianna Blackburn. Kaylee Darlene Randall. Jeffrey Constantine. Dylan Sayer Hopper. Marshili Gabriel Billy. Keston Ian Cook. Hugo Jr. Pando. Austin William Helms. Stephen Kidd Sanderson. Mansour Suleiman Al-Salam. Abra Turkestani.
Christian Rosales. Caitlin Halbert. Ryan Joseph Martinez. Mallory Suzanne Yockey. Leighton Allen Gherkin. Catherine O'Neill Pringle. Mazin Abdullah A. Alzarani. Anwar Salim. Mon Assailan. Devin Elise Sullivan. Alex Rivera. Michaela Blaine White. This concludes the graduates from the College of Education. Please join me in congratulating them.
Are you ready? Would all the candidates please rise? On the recommendation of the respective faculties and deans of the colleges, and with the approval of the Board of Regents of Oklahoma State University, as well as the State Regents for Higher Education, it is my distinct pleasure as President of Oklahoma State University to confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, and to invest you with all the rights, honors, privileges, and obligations pertaining thereto. Congratulations, and move your tassel to the left side, please. I hope you know how proud we are of you and your accomplishments, and I hope that you'll remain true to your alma mater. Come back to campus when you can, always bring money, and wear bright orange every chance you get. As new alumni, may the words which you're about to sing take on a lasting and special meaning for you as you join in the singing of our alma mater hymn led by Grant Harper.
Proud and immortal, bright shines your name, Oklahoma State, we herald your fame. Ever you'll find us loyal and true to our alma mater, OSU.
Thank you for coming to OSU's 135th commencement. The student recessional, which will be after the platform party and faculty recess, will take them outside to the south side of Boone Pickens Stadium. That's that way. Family and friends, we encourage you to join your graduates outside and enjoy the rest of the evening. Graduates, congratulations. Remember Mother's Day, and go Pokes!